And so I started having this thought, like, and Bill said, there's no such thing as a secular job as soon as you receive Jesus, because everything you do from that day on is sacred. I'm like, well, that's a great idea. Like, you can give a glass of water to someone, and it's sacred. So, you know, I'm working. I own 3 repair shops, and I'm thinking, you know what? I can take this one gift, and I can hire it to do a different thing. And so I said, I wonder if Holy Spirit knows anything about cars. Now, I know it sounds kind of funny right now, but I'm like, of course he knows about bodies because he created them. But he didn't actually create cars. So one day I was working on this car, and I literally had worked on it, I think, a couple of days. And it was in the early days of computer cars. You know, you probably remember these days. You drive down the road and your car quits for no particular reason. The tow truck picks it up, it takes it to the shop. They get it to the shop, it starts up and drives again for 3 more days. Like, I owned shops in those days. And so I drove cars around for days. Like, you leave your car with me, I drive your car around for days. As soon as it quits, I have all these meters. I jump out of the car, try to fix it. You know, it was one of those deals, right? Well, I had worked on this one particular truck. It was actually a General Motors truck. And I had worked on it for 2 days, and I couldn't get it to start. And I had done everything. I didn't even call the dealer. I had all the, I had wiring harnesses out. I had wiring diagrams from a book. I had wiring diagrams faxed me from the dealer. I cannot figure out everything in this thing. It looks like it should run, but it wouldn't run. So the second day, it's at night. My guys all went home. I said to my guys, I'm going to stay late and I'm going to fix this thing. So that night, I'm literally leaning on the fender like this, and I'm thinking, I have done everything I could think of. I have no idea what's wrong. I had to replace parts. I've done everything I know to do. And I had this thought, I wonder if the word of knowledge works with cars. Seriously, adversity introduces a man to himself, and adversity is the mother of invention, right? So I literally, I'm leaning like this, and I thought, well, there's no one else around. And the way we did it with people is we laid hands on them, right? So I'm like, look around, and I lay hands on the fender of this truck, this blue Sierra Pacific truck, and I say, Holy Spirit, do you know what's wrong with this truck? And if you do, tell me right now. And instantly, I get this. Instantly. There's a diode under the right front fender, and it's broken. Now, I know I wouldn't think that for 2 reasons. One, the wiring diagram does not show a diode under the right front fender. And I have tore the wiring out of this truck. So I'm like, and secondly, I didn't even know the thing had a diode at all, anywhere. So I go, well, okay, what do I got to lose? So I put it up on the rack, and I look up there, and of course it has all this undercoating under it. And I look up under the undercoating, kind of peeled back the undercoating. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a diode under there. Oh, one of the ends of it's broken off. Literally, I solder the diode back on, and the truck starts. Boom. And I have a whole new occupation.